Kait Thornton has some stories to tell on a stage that she's built with her own 2 hands, or should I say fingers. You might have seen her on TikTok, where she's racked up over 4 million likes, or on one of her viral Instagram videos where her audience gets to peek behind the curtain at her family farm of 4 generations, her life as an orchardist, and her love of country music. Oh yeah, that's her right there in a Granger Smith music video. But her online fame started right here, on these 400-something acres in Tonasket, Washington, and because of one man who she calls Dad.
I knew that Dad had a lot of qualities that I really wanted to have as well, you know? But it started with those just like physical traits. I'd always put on his Peterbilt hat, which he wears a Peterbilt hat every single day.
And this comes as a compliment. She almost is a nuisance because she wants to be with me everywhere, and she's always been that way ever since she was little. If I'm going on the 4-wheeler, she wants to go with me. Well, a lot of times that's kind of inconvenient, and but what's a daddy gonna do, you know?
But really it's just a family affair, because Kait's dad, Jeff, was the same way with his own dad, Del Cyber Thornton. And Del was guided by his own father, the man that started the family business, Roy Thornton, the son of a Civil War veteran. Kait's following in their footsteps in her own way. She's studying business marketing at Washington State University to help farmers make more money and to help consumers understand the food that her family produces.
When I was about 15, almost 16, pretty much 16, I started selling fruit and around our county. What was great is I could have direct feedback from customers and inform them about where their fruit was coming from, answer any questions that they had.
Almost 5 years later, and she's still selling strong through Kait's Crates. All because her dad challenged her one day to sell 20 boxes of leftover fruit, and she sold 44. And by the end of that year, it was 400 boxes.
That takes a lot of nerve to sell fruit. It really does, because you get a certain amount of rejection, and you have to engage the consumers and provide a good product. And she's done it ever since she was 15. She's just naturally good at it. So those are all things that I'm very, very proud of her.
I guess I didn't realize like how unique that is, but my dad told me like after I came back from selling some fruit, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just love like talking to people and meeting new people. He's like, usually that's what people don't like about what you're doing.
And because Kait's such a people person, Chelan Fresh recently took her across the country to sample new apple varieties to the public. And that's when her social media niche, teaching people about food from farms, really picked up.
But then I started doing more educational content and showing like what a cosmetic deficiency is. If you see a little scrape on an apple, if the skin's not broken, that is totally fine. And people are like, oh, that's cool. It's nice to see an apple farmer. I don't really think about apple farmers, and I just kept that ball rolling, and then here we are today.
And today, the future's looking bright for Kait. Practically everybody wants to hire her. She's a brand ambassador, and her face is even being put on a truck. But no matter where it all takes her in the future, she's happy being back home as much as she can right now, never losing sight of what matters most.
Faith, family, positivity.